Hello, and welcome to VlogSideUp. Something Lauren said gave me an idea. I thought I'd tell you an embarrassing story. So a few years ago, I used to work as a standardized patient. If you don't know what that is, it's basically people who go in and role play with med students, trying out different scenarios so that the med students get practice actually dealing with patients. Basically, I'd get a phone call saying there was a scenario that I would fit because of my age and whatnot. And I would go in, they'd give you a scenario that you'd have to learn. So one day I got called in to do a scenario as someone who is blind. I went in, they gave me a pair of sunglasses and one of those fold-up white canes. We were also reminded on this day of the importance of keeping in character throughout the whole interview. So, sunglasses on, white cane out, me and all the other people who were doing the same scenario were led up to the rooms where we would be interviewed. There's probably like 7 or 8 of us. But my particular group started to go a little bit long. Anyway, I think the interview goes well, and at the end of it, they let me out of the room so they can have their final discussion and stuff, and I can go down back to the standardized patient area. Anyway, by this point, all of the other blind interviews had already finished. So I walk out into this kind of courtyard in the Health Science Center, and all the other groups of medical students had already been kind of released from their little rooms and were all milling around this area, all watching me. So there I was, glasses on, cane out, remembering that I had to keep character, could not break character. So as best I could, I tried to inconspicuously walk through the group of med students who had all just interviewed a blind standardized patient. So I'm going with my little cane, hoping that no one, spots me or pays attention to me. And I'm just about around the corner when this guy comes up and goes, "Can I help you?" So I say, "No, that's okay. I know where I'm going." Anyway, he doesn't leave it there. "Where exactly are you headed?" "Oh, I'm just going, down the hall a little ways." "Here, my office is just down that way. I'll help you." And he takes my arm and starts leading me. At this point, I'm so embarrassed I don't know what to do. We're finally away from the med students, but here I am with this guy who's helping me along through the Health Science Center, thinking that I'm blind. By this point, I'm way too embarrassed to take off my sunglasses and say, "Hey, thanks. Anyway, I got it from here." So I tell him that I'm going to the standardized patient area, hoping that, he'll get the idea. Standardized patient? No dice. So he leads me right to the training room, knocks on the door, and as the door opens, I see Liz, my trainer, and all the other people who had done the same scenario as me, but had finished earlier, sitting around the table discussing how the scenario had gone. I'm the last one to arrive. They all look up and see me, still wearing my glasses, holding my white cane, and with presumably a doctor holding my arm and leading me. He asks if this is the room that I'm trying to get to. They all have a look of shock. Liz stands up and takes me by the hand and thanks the man profusely for helping me down to the room. She says goodbye and she closes the door. At which point, everyone bursts out laughing. Anyway, that's my story. A story that I will never forget. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done already. We'll do our best to entertain you. Also, hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment. I'd love it if you would tell me something that happened to you that was really embarrassing. Don't worry, it'll be our secret. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next week.